Boom, boom. This is Kenner. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Soul Land Reloaded up today. So, still no event for our new character, SS plus Tang San, but he will be out pretty soon. Probably sometime the end of the week here, it seems like. But we do got something really good, so let's take a look. We have got a Soulbone event out. So, again, lots of really good Soulbone stuff in here. As you can see, got some of the Spirit Source, which we always like. This should, if you purchased in the last one, you should have enough. And if you're playing Silverwatch, you should have enough to upgrade another piece. Some Doomstones. Doomstones are exceedingly important. I'm going to show you why Doomstones are exceedingly important here shortly, as we started to level up the Soul Bones. And of course, we got some Time Essence, Sea God sets, and of course, extended bone sets. So everything normal, standard materials. You know, you definitely want to purchase all this. It's fairly cheap, you know, 600. So that's not too bad. Of course, it's only 2,000 for, and so you know, 10 times that's 20,000. So that's not too bad, but that's why it's fairly cheap. So you know, get it while it's cheap. Definitely want to snatch all this up. Soulbone chest. This chest right here, you should be participating in this, especially if you're looking to build the sets. I'm not looking to build any more of the red sets. I've got red sets for all of my main team, red sets for my attackers on the secondary team, and I've still got a bundle to make some more if I need to. So I've got pretty much all the red sets that I need at the moment. But I will, you know, start purchasing as needed. And then the extended chest. This, you should do this. Now, this is not in the actual. There's no chest for this in the standard format. The chest for this is just it's just in the store. So you have to purchase it inside of the item store. So it's not. There's no chest for it. But you should do it because you could do it. Get it off for roughly about 10,000 or so. So which is why I'm back down to 20. So you definitely want to participate in this. Now, I'm starting to get up pretty high on my Soul Bones, so I've started to see, you know, the new stuff come up in terms of what we got for Soul Bones here. So we've got the Enlightenment. This is where the Doomstones are exceedingly important. Okay, because you can do this Enlightenment, which gives them extra buffs, and it's based solely, completely on Doomstones. So this might be something that you want to consider. And doing a Doomstone takes it up, you know, it takes it up to God 2, God 3. God 3 is what you're looking at here. Here's the way I've been taking it from the Reddit Discord. Asura Tang Chen is slightly more powerful than Clear Sky until you get to God 3. At God 3, Asura Tang Chen falls behind Clear Sky, and Clear Sky is the strongest character. So if you got both the characters and you're deciding which one to use, you might want to wait until you've got your Clear Sky up to God 3. That's when you can start. You might want to consider starting to use him. You know, at God 2 or so, they're pretty much even, but at God 3, Clear Sky takes a clear lead, becomes a little bit more powerful. Okay, so they're both really good characters. Okay, the problem is they're both doing pretty much the same thing. They're both physical melee, so they both, you know, you want to have a ranged melee if at all possible. I'm sorry, a ranged character. You don't want both characters going melee, simply because of the fact that any of the bosses that have close-in, you know, attacks, you're going to have your tank, which is of course Ren, Angel Ren. She's going to be in close. You're going to have Clear Sky in close. And then if you've got a Asura Tang Chen, you got him in close. So you want to have something ranged, such as BB Doll or Bow. So that's why, you know, that's the way I look at it. I want to have one ranged attacker, one melee attacker, and then of course your healer, of course, is always going to be as far away as possible, trying to avoid getting killed. So, but yeah, that's the way it is. So, but you know, Asura Tang Chen definitely want to be the melee for your secondary team. He is an SS plus, so you definitely work on him. I'm working on him right now. He's sort of my uh, side project since we don't have any major events going on at the moment. I was waiting for the anime event that they had up. They took it down. I'm not sure if they had trouble with it or they just decided not to do it. But they posted it up, and you clicked on it. It said, tomorrow, and it keeps saying tomorrow for 4 days. So they finally removed the icon from your screen, so there's no longer an issue. I assume once they've got the bugs worked out, they'll pop it back up. But so the only thing we've got going on right now is the Soulbone event. So you definitely want to participate in this because, yeah, it's a really good way to get your soul bones up, and the extended soul bones up. You get some Sea God sets, some other types of sets in there as well. So it's definitely something that you want to give a go. I did have a question about what to spend your diamonds on. If it was okay to spend diamonds on summons. I've never spent any diamonds on summons. Okay, I just don't. You get enough of the Pontiff that you should be able to use that because in the beginning of the game, Pontiff is an exceedingly common event. In that first 2 weeks, you're going to get a lot of Pontiff summons, so you really shouldn't have to use much in terms of diamonds or anything like that. So no, I would not use any. I've never used any diamonds at all for my pools. I've been able to clear these out like 5, 6, 7 times, and I've never had to use any type of diamond for a summon. Okay, I would not use that because, to be quite blunt, the rate on these is, I got one right here, but you usually don't get a full character. You actually will get A+ and A's quite regularly, but generally don't get an S. But you should get enough Pontiff Summons. Pontiff Summons are available throughout the game. If you do your dailies and your weeklies, you will come across Pontiff Summons. Okay. Also, the actual Pontiff Summons are available as rewards for certain type of events as well too. So there's really no need to actually do that. You're going to get most of your shards via chests. See, all of these are chests. I think none of this is from a summon. This is all just chests from events, and doing my basic dailies, doing the events, placement in events, going through the shops daily, gathering them up. But yeah, virtually none of this is very, 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 very little of this is through Pontiff Summons. I don't do Pontiff Summons at all, hardly, to be quite honest with you. I do one pull each day from the assistant. This right here, this is all I do normally. Okay. I usually do like a 10 or 20 pulls a week, because when they have the weekly event up, which is the wheel that they have during the weekend on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you get one of the rewards is 10 Pontiff Summons. Usually get all of those. So I'll do a couple pulls on a Monday or Tuesday. Very seldom do I actually get anything, though, like as I've said before. Basically, I just do it simply because of the fact that it gives me these, which is guaranteed, this right here. Guaranteed. Okay, it's a chance to get 20 shards for an SS character. I'm working on building up the divine skills for all of these. Maxed out that divine skill, and I'm working on getting all these up, even though they're SSs. This is not the top of the line SS, of course, but I'm just trying to build up those divine skills. So this is basically what I do with it. just to get this, and then it'll reset and pull through it again. And that's what I choose. But yeah, that's the main focus. But yeah, I've never done any diamonds for summons. Diamonds should be used specifically for the events. You always want to make sure that when they have an event, that you've got enough diamonds to purchase. You want to have about at least 6,000 available for an event. Okay, like today's, all those purchases I made, I was well over, I think I was closer to 12,000 worth of purchase because I had about 32. And just 15 minutes later, I had 20,000. So as you can see, it goes fast. And there's going to be a Soul Master, a new entry into the Soul Masters coming up sometime. It's either going to be into this week. Okay, it's either going to be Thursday, Friday, or it's going to be very first thing next week. And we'll be getting our new character. Plus, we'll be getting the final shards for Rongrong, which is what we'll be using. That's what all those shards I got stored in are going to be for, is to make sure I can max her out to 5 sun immediately. And I'm at 1486 now, so that's going to take me over to 1500 million mark. But yeah, it just eaches up. So I do not spend any of my diamonds on summons. Yep. Once you start playing the game, you'll be getting chests, and you'll be getting shards and whatnot, fairly easy. So there's no need to worry about using the summons to get it. So yeah, so still not seen Sea God Tang Sand in there, SS plus Tang Sand yet, but he will be coming shortly. But that's the only event they have up right now. Plus they got the red packet drop, as you know, which is common. Make sure you do this so that you can get, I had another poor day. I've had 3 poor days. I've only had 1 good day on this. I should still be able to finish it though, to get the 3,000 that's needed. I've got a couple more days to pull on it, so it should be pretty good. But yeah, that's all that's going on at this particular time. But make sure that you do get in there and purchase all this stuff inside of the sale is good. If you need, you should purchase these too. If you're in, this is, 30. This is it's half of what you need. What one piece is actually 60, but but should be something to do it. I would not purchase these or these. You can get these inside of the shop, the Soulbone shop. So I wouldn't be worrying about them too much. I'm probably going to end up purchasing these as well, because I could use these for absorbing. If you look at your soul bones, you'll see that I've been absorption is something that's used right here. This is absorption. Absorption is actually taking pieces and then running them in, and then you create shards, and then those shards can be absorbed if they're S's, and then SS's you could use to upgrade these. As you can see, it takes 12 to get there, and then once you complete this, it'll fill this in. Okay, so all that stuff can be utilized. So you always want to get the shards and utilize those as best as you can. So this is going to be running for a couple of days. It's going to be running for 2 more days. So hopefully after that we'll see the event. It'd be really nice if it did drop on Friday or Saturday. Would be really nice to see that event, because then we can build Rongrong. We'll do a full event on that. We'll build her up. See how far we can get. I think I've got everything. I think I got enough to take her to +3, red +3. I have been monitoring my soul ring intake, so I made sure that I have enough soul rings for ×2, because there are 2 pieces of equipment inside of each side. Each +1 requires you to upgrade 2 of the pieces with soul rings. So you're going to need double the soul rings for each level. So I've made sure that I've got double the soul rings. For instance, if I want to take a support character or something to another, so it's 85, but I'm going to need to do that twice. So it's going to be, in this case, it's the boot and thing. So you're going to need 85 twice, which means 170 to do that. So you need to make sure that you have enough soul rings for 2. Soul rings are generally the hardest thing to get simply because of the fact that they don't drop very often. Even if you do get a recommended level for that, it's only going to drop 2. Most of the time it's just 1, and then like every 3 or 4 times you'll get 2. But yeah, for most of the time, that's pretty much the most difficult thing to get your hands on. So you're going to do a lot of pulling for that. But just make sure that you do try to do a recommended stage for it, because it's more than likely to proc on that one, so you have a better chance of getting what you're looking for. So definitely want to focus on that. But make sure you do, make sure you do the Heavy Dew Festival, of course. You always want to make sure that you complete this. Okay, no reason not to. Plus, you get the shards. This is a full set SS. This has all of the SS characters in there. I'm currently working on getting up Tang-San to his final level. So as you can see, I'm at 235 with him. So I've been using all the shards directly towards that. I already completed Daio-Chen. He's already complete. Already completed Ayen. She's already complete. And I've already completed Tang. He's complete as well. So this is the last one. So, and then all of the divine skills will be maxed out on each of the characters. So that's just what we're doing. You just busy work, focusing on the actual. Soul Bones has been where a lot of this 1486 has come from. In reference to Doomstones, start hoarding them right now. Okay, I was hoarding them just because I was able, the reason I have so many is simply because of the fact that you get them just from doing a full set inside of, I think it's what is it, Soto? Is it Soto? I think it's Soto. We'll check it out. I think it's the Soto Arena. Don't hold me to that. Points. No, you get in there. It says Soto Arena. No, it's not in here either. Where it's one of the actual events. Is it the Clouds? Might be Battle in the Clouds. Yes, Battle in the Clouds. I do 10 on this every day. Automatically, it's just sweep it. Once I get my ranking, which as you can see, I'm 97. I try to keep into the hundreds, under 100. So if you have your assistant move set up, gameplay, okay, Battle of Clouds, sweep 10. So just go in here, make sure it's sweep 10, and claim reward. So every single day, just by clicking on the ranking and clicking complete all, you'll get 2 Soul Bones, Doomstones, every single day, 2. Okay, and I do this every single day. So every single day, I'm getting 2 of them. So on a weekly basis, I'm getting 14 each week. I've been doing it for 300 and some days. So as you can imagine, I have a lot of Doomstones. Plus, whenever they have the time limited buy up here, they'll have an icon for it. They'll usually have Doomstones in there. So I always purchase Doomstones inside of there as well. Plus, you can also get Doomstones inside of the Sect, inside of the Tyrant's Nest. If you go to the actual Tyrant shop, you'll be able to get Doomstones from here as well. Okay, as you can see, I have plenty of the currency to purchase all of these, and all of these, and all of these. So I do this on a daily basis. I purchase all 3 of these things on a daily basis. Sometimes I come up a bit short, but generally not. I'm usually to the high points right now. We have a really good team here inside the Tyrant's Nest. We usually do a pretty good job over here today. But yeah, we usually do a pretty good job. So we get quite a bit of points. So make sure you join a fairly decent sect for that. But yeah, so you can get them in multiple ways now, and it's very important because once you get that first initial, it starts out, and once you get that first set done, it then switches completely to Doomstones to upgrade it. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. So if you're looking at these, once you complete this, it switches over and goes into the God. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you're doing that. And it's the same with this right here. Once you complete the initial advancement right here, it goes to God. Okay, and then it starts registering out as God. And that's what you want to get to. So see, I completed the initial summonsment, and now there's no longer any other option. You can continue to fuse it if you want. But as you can see, I no longer have to use the time essence and the Doomstones there to upgrade it. Once you go through that, it's 4 times. Okay, once you go through that, let me see if I got anybody that's still upgraded. Yeah, right here. See, these are at 4 right now. Once this completes, bam, it'll go to God 1, and then it's just going to use. You no longer have to use this time essence right here to do it. Okay, it's no longer needed. It's now straight Doomstones for advancement. So keep that in mind if you're not focusing too much on the Doomstones, because you only use Doomstones for the last section there, the last level. You use Doomstones, and then it's back to just use. Well, that's changing. Now, once you get past that, it's all Doomstones, and it takes a little bit more Doomstones than normal. So you have to do that, and that enlightenment to increase your actual level. So you're going to need Doomstones. So it's nice that they have multiple ways to get it. You get it inside the Tyrant's Nest, get it inside of the arena, under the Battle in the Clouds, okay, and you can get it at the time limited event. Okay, so make sure that whenever those events spawn, that you snatch up the Doomstones. And if you ever see them in any of this, like right here, you're getting some Doomstones as well. You always want to make sure. But here on the time limited sale, if you'll notice, they got Doomstones right here too. So always purchase Doomstones. Just a heads up, that's what you're going to need at a certain level. It's going to be all Doomstone based for your enhancements. So you want to make sure that you do have them so that you can progress through the enlightenment. But yeah, that's where most of the leveling up. Once you take it from an S to an SS plus, everything changes. After that S to SS plus is the huge jump. After that, it's just incremental. Upgrading a piece 1 or 2 levels will net you another million or something like that. So it takes a little bit longer. But at the same time, that's what you could do. I'm debating right now exactly which way to go. Do I want to continue into setting up another red set of soul bones and start taking them to SS plus with the advancement? Because I got enough to start the fusion into another one. Or do I want to utilize that fusion inside of this and start, as you can see, it gives you a percentage jump. So team attack's going to go up 4%. That's team, not Tang singular, but the entire team. And the team attack, 9,000 to 14,000 direct damage. So it's nice. It's another star. Using it, it's another star. So do I want to star it up, which is what I'm really considering doing, simply because of the fact that it's the primary team. You always want to focus on the primary team. Yes, you have to have 2 teams, but I think we should just pretty much do as much as you can on the primary team and keep it like that. I just don't see, because the set's not locked on this character, I can take this off of Tang Heo anytime I want to. So chances are, when the triple S characters come out and I've got them fully laxed out, I'll probably be it will not surprise me if Tang Heo gets replaced by an a triple S character. Okay, I mean we've got some characters, as I've showed the list before. Um, you know, DPS, physical DPS. These are triple S characters. Okay, so I'm assuming they're going to outdamage Clear Sky would be my assumption. So, I assume Triple S will be moving in as my primary team, would be my assumption. I don't know how quick. I'm sure it's not something. It's obviously going to be. An SS plus it takes like 10,000 some shards to five Sundem. I'm not exactly sure how many shards it's going to take for a triple S. It could take 15, 16,000 shards. The word we're hearing from some of the subscribers, it's going to be S shards, so there's not going to be any change in that. But but it should be feasible to start moving triple S's into the team fairly quickly. And when I do that, I'm not going to wait to build a whole set. I've got secondary sets that I have that are on my secondary characters. Those secondary characters will be moved out of this, into support functions, and pretty soon they'll be regenerated once they're out of that, and I'll reclaim those sources and start focusing on the two teams, of course, for more BP. But I'll move this set onto a triple S character. Okay, this set's not locked on Clear Sky. Nowhere does this piece of equipment locked on him. It can be taken off, and it can be right there. Remove it. That's all you gotta do. Click on remove it. It goes into your bag, and you can put it on anything else that you want to. So yeah, so that's what that's what's going to happen. So building these up would be the logical assumption, so that we could start putting those on triple S characters and get them get maximum potential from your team. It's obvious triple S characters will probably be stat wise a little bit better than your SS plus characters. Could be greatly increased. We don't know. I haven't had a chance to see them yet. But yeah, so I'm just going to start building this up and get this built up. Anyway, I want to see just how high they go, what the maximum stats are, just out of curiosity. So that's probably what we'll be focusing on right now. So I'll probably just end up fusing this, just taking it up another star. Okay, and we'll have to go from there. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at. But that's the only event that they've got up right now. Everything else is pretty much the standard stuff. There's not much else going on at this point. So we're just waiting for SS plus Seaguide tank standard drop. And we'll see what his stats are. He's probably going to be pretty powerful because he is in the anime exceedingly powerful once he becomes Seaguide. So we'll just have to see exactly what he can do. If probably, move him in. That's the way it goes. But yeah, we'll have to make a decision. Do we want to wait for the triple S's? Because of the fact that you can regenerate things and get some of the shards. So it's really not, it's really not useful to just wait for the SS's to come out and put everything on hold. So I'm just going to continue building the characters as I get them. And if, the time comes to make a decision, we'll revert things back. And we'll go from there. But we just have to wait. So right now we're just working on getting my tickets. I need to get 16,500 so that I can start do my third awakening on a character. So just waiting to get my hands on those, and we'll see what we can do from there. All right, so again, that's all I got. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, to see the bell, click on it, you get notified each time I drop a video. It's Ken Rear, coming at you from the corner, signing out.